Alright guys, welcome to another video. This one is about my M57 GU Patrol. We have some maintenance work to do on this thing, a bunch of cool mods. First thing we're going to be doing this morning is the panard rods. Panard? They are panards, but I've got adjustable panards here. I bought cheaper ones online. We'll see how they're going to go. Regardless, my front ones are gone on my trip back from Victoria. A lot of front wheel shake, which is pretty common in the patrols and like F trucks and things like that that have the solid axle front ends. My bushers seem to be gone in the panard rod, so I got a bunch of other goodies for this thing, but let's get started on these panard rods. As you can see, just rubber bushers, plenty of adjustment in there. So for the front, what I need to do is, looking at that one, it's sticking out more there than here. So I need to shorten the panard rod, which is not that one there, it's that one there. So the only difficult bit is I've got to mount that manually with this little thing here, some U-bolts, and get that all sorted. But see how we go. Let's have a dip. Now to see if we've got the right bloody pull. It's actually super close. What is that? 23, 22. 22 is me. Big old breaker bar. Unfortunately, can't get a freaking rattle gun anywhere to actually do this, which is kind of annoying. Holy crap. Oh. Whew. That was tight. I reckon that's probably a 22 on the other side, which is going to be stuck. Oh my god.
Missed it by that much.
My power tool sponsor wouldn't go a shame right now. Astray, but okay. Try not to lose anything. And this will be not a 23, of course. God damn it! This I can get to the rattle gun with. There we go. Bushes don't seem terrible. Offset and everything's all good. All of that was really good. Now, next thing on the agenda, found these online, cheapies. I think it was maybe possibly eBay or something along those lines. But these are essentially designed to move your pickup point of your front arms and then get these front wheels sitting further forward. So these will bolt on somewhere underneath where I don't know. Hopefully there's some destructions in here. And yeah, we'll try and get those on first, then the winch. Then I got a whole bunch of stuff from MTX right there as well. So it's all happening today. Hey, hi guys. Well, just 5 hours later or something like that, my car is really stock under here, not as aftermarket as I'd hoped. So it has lots of the bolts that it's meant to have and lots of the things that it's meant to have, which makes things harder. And I've never done this before. I may have broken my shocks. Don't tell Tiana, who's holding the camera. But if you look under here, I don't know if you can see it, T. You can get the camera down here. So see how the tail shafts come off?
Yeah.
That needs to be back inside there. And you can see it's not in there.
We'll put it in there.
Imagine like when you're real grumpy and I'm trying to put it in. That's what it was like. It wouldn't let me.
Brother, what's that?
Now I'm going to have to take that off and hopefully then we can get that in. Otherwise I'm going to have to take it off at that end as well. Take the whole tail shaft out and then get that back in.
You do always sound like an old Nissan.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So these used to attach here.
Mm-hmm.
So this brings them further forward by, I think, 10 or 15 mil, and also brings them down, which gets it more back to sort of a factory spec on your front shaft. So basically this arm, where it joins on and everything, this corrects everything. So basically I've pushed the whole front diff forward, back to where it factory position would be. And then because we've run the drop boxes, it drops it down sort of 3 inches, and my car's been lifted 3 or 4. So it basically gets the arm back to where it would have been factory, which corrects the caster and everything else. So theoretically, the car should drive a lot nicer now if we get it all back together properly. And then I've noticed other stuff in here, which, give me this camera. I'm gonna have to take you guys under here. Have a look right there. So my tail shaft under big compression has been touching my dump pipe. So not the greatest thing for more boost. So I don't know how that can be fixed in any way other than, yeah, not having the diff travel up as far. I have 80 series bumps to replace these bumps. So once those are in, that'll stop the diff from going up as high and touching that dump pipe. But it may be a situation where I pull that out and try and knock the dent out, or we end up replacing that part of the pipe with some nicer stainless stuff. So yeah, just got to pull that off now and hopefully get it back onto here and we'll be done. Then reconnect sway bars, take it for a test drive. Wheels far as I hope, so still it's definitely better than it was. We also centralized the steering, so done some good work on this thing today. Didn't get anywhere near done as I hoped, but let's get on to it again tomorrow. Next up, I have a carbon 12K winch, and I have a full MTX stereo. Took way longer to do the other stuff, and I was hoping I'd got some of this done, but we're going to get straight on to getting this winch put in. The car does have an OG, I'm guessing, honestly, this is probably a Nissan option. OG winch does not work anymore. Don't have the remote for it, but we've got a schmick 12K carbon off-road winch.
Yeah, boy.
Right, here we are sometime later. Front of the Patrol is all pulled apart, so the winch goes in from underneath. It all looks pretty good under here, except I found out why this winch wasn't working. She had corroded away to nothing. Go over now, we can unbox our carbon winch, see if we can't get this bad boy on. Okay, due to the fact that I have a standard bull bar, I wish I had an aftermarket bull bar to go on this.
And I don't like that.
The way it mounts is kind of different to you would on an aftermarket bar. Barney's a bad example. Essentially, you use this to unlock. Now, I need to be able to get to this to be able to free spool out. So what we need to do, which I'm pretty sure we can just undo all of these, and we need to clock this a full 180 on this way. So that little handle there should stick out in that hole right there. That's the plan. We're going to have a look, see if we can't turn that around first. And yeah, we are getting there finally. Had to get Tiana to come help me to put a couple bolts in, but overall pretty good. We got the winch all the way in, put our fair lead there, so we can get to that now quite easily. All my wiring, I've spent a ton of time actually making the wiring all zipped up really nicely, like so. And I've opted to keep the control box behind the grill. The grill's not super hard to get out if I ever get in a situation where the remote's flat. So this little carbon remote, you hold both buttons, and I can connect this, probably connect it to my keys, or a lanyard inside the car or something like that where I can't lose it. But basically, that's all the way in. I've got it turned on right now. Obviously, I need to do, well, actually, I need this little beauty right here. All right, yeah, no, I'm going to need 2 hands to do this bit. So circlips, open it up, pop that on, be able to wind that in. And then I'll have to do a full, all the way out on the rope and then back in before I do any proper winching with it. But super stoked to have a working winch on the GU Tourer that I use to tow the GU drift car. So good. I need to have that with that carbon logo pointing up the right way. And that can just stay like that. And then this, I guess I can hold 2 buttons and then it turns off. And then it came with with the isolator, I was able to use an existing mount. Probably some of the nicest wiring in this car because it's a bit of a bird's nest that way above my pay grade, but I'm very happy. Used sheathing and stuff where I needed it. Now go ahead and I can put the grill back in. We should be cooking with gas. Very happy. All right, got it all back together. Call that a done job. Like I said, I've moved the plate up a bit so that won't interfere with it. I've got to schmick it up a bit more. And I've got a little carbon badge here somewhere to put on. I just took a sticker off that was there. I'm gonna put my little carbon badge there or somewhere near it. Bloody stoked, man. Big shout out to the guys from Carbon. What a little gem this thing is. What are we doing? Tyler's come up for the weekend. And you big sound guy? Not a big sound guy, but you've done it before. Sound, yeah. That's the front. Yeah, got tweeters in it too. Tweeters. And then we got a sub and amp in one. Pretty sick. And a little bass controller comes with it. So it'd be cool to crack that open. And some rear speakers. Everything's designed to go in the door. We need to look. This is what I need to show you, right? Come over here. This is Confucius me. All right, crack this off. What have a million friggin' wires in it?
I'll make it work.
Oh, they are. They're the actual amp cables.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
That's two. Yeah, we need one.
So it's all those other ones we need to get rid of.
And that's an auxiliary cord.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, we have the things.
It's a bit easy. It's all around. It's the hard part.
Oh, Tyler's got ahead of me.
Good out of the box already.
He doesn't know. This is YouTube, bud. We gotta. We do unboxings and things.
Put it back in and
nah,
then put it back out.
I did say it to him. Oh, we're gonna have to put that back in. It's actually a cool looking little unit, eh? He's gonna take a bit of space in the back here, but it is what it is. I ain't mad. It's gonna bump. So I reckon that can go in this little space here. So you'd probably come around this side.
What do you want? Front or back?
Facing towards the seat so it doesn't get damaged by all the stuff.
That we chuck in the back.
Exactly right. Well, I'd say it'll need to go back. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty spot on. Like, I'll put this seat up. Oh no, I'm laughing. How good's that? It's still.
I'll have to bolt it down.
That's sick. Bam.
Done.
She's a big old unit, eh? All right, guys, I am super stoked with how the patrol has been. It's a couple days later now, giving it a really good test. The stereo is absolutely ripping. So huge shout out to my guys from MTX, man. Like, stereo is ridiculous. I put it this way. I wanted to show my friend in town. I turned up out the front of his house and he heard the sub. It's pretty gangster to have a proper stereo in this car because I never had one. We are using this car to drive to the airport. So we took out the Raptor for shenanigans and got a bit of a flat tire. But I was going to take this anyway because we don't want luggage and stuff to get wet. But I did have some other stuff I want to do on this car, like the tail lights, but I'm probably going to do that off film just because we are about to fly to Japan, guys. So the next video you're going to see, we're going to be in Japan with the Ford Falcon, the XR6 Turbo in Japan, new turbo kit, external gate. I've got my full Haltech set up there. Like, a whole bunch of cool stuff is about to happen, guys. Just, yeah. And again, while we're on the topic of radness, I got to massive shout out to the guys from Vantru. I am so pumped with this camera setup. I want this camera setup in all my cars. Obviously, we need to go ahead and extend that one for the rear camera. But man, other than that, I am so damn happy with the Vantru dash cam setup. I was telling all friends, local friends at the pub about it. They're pretty keen to grab some for themselves, just to be able to help seeing the kangaroos and stuff out here. But man, I am very excited about this Disney Patrol. Hopefully I'll get my roof rack soon and some other bits and pieces, get tint, get my AC working. There's still a lot of work to do on this project, but I absolutely love this car. It rips. It's really good on fuel. I don't know. I just love it. It's kind of like, that is ultimately more comfortable because of IFS and better suspension. But I think eventually we're going to get this thing more suspension, get it even better. And man, she's going to be one tough tourer. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Peace out. See you in the next one.